All right. We're going to call the meeting, the October 3rd, 2019 meeting to order at 9:44. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Okay, that's better.
That's better.
Okay.
Good. All right, we'll start the clock.
About the probate court here in Oakland County. As you know, Oakland County is the crown jewel of Michigan here with a large population. Right now, as we've gone through all the elder abuse listening tours with the Attorney General, what's come to find out is that from the probate court all the way to the Supreme Court in Michigan, they refuse to deal with Oakland County's probate court system. Right now, they're violating every law of Michigan and every law in the United States. In the laws of family comes first law, that is violated in almost every single instance in this probate court. There's estimates as high as there's $900 to $1 billion a year in theft from this probate court. What we're asking you to do is stop paying these people immediately, because the entire system from the Judicial Tenure Commission, which will not listen to any reasonable conversation or information to remove these judges, all the way currently to the Supreme Court with Milton Mack and Judge Bernstein, Judge Kavanaugh. We've talked to them. They refuse to deal with this issue here, and as the citizens of the state of Michigan and the citizens here in Oakland County, everybody's had enough of this, and it's up to you. And this morning's invocation, Christine Nelson, what she did was beautiful, and that's exactly what you need to do today and think about this, is that these people need to be removed. They're robbing people here in this county, and this is happening all over all the adjacent counties from Genesee County to Wayne County. And you guys are going to have to make a stand here for the right thing to do for the citizens of Oakland County. And this needs to end immediately. And in some of these letters here that I have, they encourage you to come to the Wednesday hearings, which I did last Wednesday. And what's going on there is an absolute travesty and farce. You've had 4 public administrators who are masquerading as guardians. They've had 2,000 victims here in this county that they've been guardians for. They've been moonlighting. They have a full-time job working for the state of Michigan. And you guys know who they are: Frazier, Young, Munger, and Carney. And so right now they're in there, and I watched them give back victims, and they're handing in the paperwork to Judge Pizzetti. And she takes the paperwork, and it's 4 piles deep. Says, I'm giving back these people to their family. Is the financial paperwork there? Yes, it is. Done. There's no look at the financial paperwork, and the people, some of the people that we've met, they're missing $60,000 in a trust fund that there's no accounting for. That was never supposed to be used on adults who have issues. You have, it goes even beyond that. You have unlicensed care facilities here in this county. You guys need to deal with that. So they had beloved touch. Well, people got beloved touched all right, in the eye, in the face, in the nose, in the mouth, and they shut it down. So we need to have a good conversation about this, and this needs to end immediately. And it starts with you guys, and you need to stop paying these people. And once you stop paying these people, you're going to send a clear message to the state of Michigan that you're not going to take it anymore. And the citizens of Oakland County and the citizens of Michigan aren't going to take it anymore either. And I want you guys to stand up and do the right thing.
Thank you for your comment, sir.
Dave, I just wanted to know what city he from.
Fenton, right? Yes, the address here, from Fenton.
Okay.
Mr. Howe, you're from Fenton, correct? Yeah. But I think I have the address here. You're from Fenton? Correct. Next up, I got Victoria McCasey. Victoria, welcome back.
Good morning. Thank you for listening to me. I am here again on behalf of the victims of Oakland County Probate Court. I am here today to talk about the Attorney General. I think that she is incompetent and does not deserve the position that she holds. She refuses to follow through and prosecute criminals. She did terminate the 4 attorneys that were raping, pillaging, and stealing from people's estates. As I call them, the co-conspirators, because the judges are the criminals. They are handing out and dueling out all of our assets. They need to be having all their pay put in an escrow account And we need to go back and find out when the meter began, when they were stealing from all these people. And you need to go back and take their pay from that and put that in the account as well. And we need to start paying the victims back, because Mr. Frazier, Ehrlich, Carney, Munger, Young, all of them need to be prosecuted. Most people, they're indicted for stealing, raping, and pillaging. The Attorney General refuses to prosecute her own. I have asked her, point blank, what are you going to do? She absolutely retaliated against me personally. She's gone after my father and my handicapped brother. This is the way these people deal with criminals, because they're criminals themselves. And enough is enough. And I'm getting more angry every time I have to come in here and ask you people to do your job. You have the purse strings to paying these criminals. We're not going to pay them anymore to terrorize us. This is absurd. So again, I'm going to ask you to please do what you can, or if I need to petition something or write something up and bring it and present it to you, please tell me what to do, because I'm at the end of my rope. And meanwhile, these judges are running around making backroom deals with Frazier, Carney, and all of them, because their reward for being terminated is they get to keep their 700 cases and continue to pillage and rape and steal from anybody who walks into probate court in Oakland County. You guys are the jewel here, and we're not doing a very good job. We're a joke. So let's do our job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. I understand in the Oakland Press this morning, there was a wonderful article about Sheriff Bouchard complaining that Governor Whitmer decreased in her budget to the Sheriff's Department. And he's surprised? Well, Governor Whitmer listens to people, and she listens to the Attorney General, and she also listens when litigants and people go to the Sheriff's Department or even calls them to complain about crime, whether it be in the probate court or against sheriffs, and he never returns a phone call. I'd say the guy retired about 10 years ago. I called once about a very important issue, and they said, oh, he'll call me back. And I said, well, he hasn't called anybody back yet. And his secretary said, oh, they call him back all the time. I waited 3 weeks. He didn't call. I found him out in New Hudson, a little town at a Walmart. And he's got about 7 sheriffs with him, the whole truck, all that on a regular work day. And he's out there holding puppies and telling everybody how great the Sheriff's Department is, but yet he doesn't return phone calls. And when I talked to him about the probate court and about the corruption and how the judges use the sheriffs to arrest litigants who are there minding their own business, and they're on constitutional protection, he said, well, I don't know anything about that. Really? But when ABC was filming, he called ABC to block that film from airing. So he does know about the corruption. You can run, but you can't hide. So you don't get rewarded for bad behavior. No, the governor's not going to increase the budget for sheriffs that don't do their job and who also follow litigants into Jessica Cooper's office when litigants try to complain about corruption and crime, and you're followed by 4 sheriffs on paid salary that go in there and start putting their foot in the door so you can't file a complaint, and putting their ear to the door to hear to what the complaint is, which is impeding justice. And when you tell them to please stop talking because they're yelling, and they look at you and they say no. And they wonder why their budget is cut. Word gets around. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes.